Telescholars started 40 years ago, in 1973, when the idea of doing a whole concert of Renaissance music was pretty unusual.
I was here for the first time in the 70s. That means here 40 years.
I'd started off having formed a choir in 1964, and back then a modern symphony orchestra thought the period instrument world was completely nutty and amateur.
We didn't dare put on concerts. Well, we did it, but we were young and foolish. And nobody came to hear them, sure enough, because it wasn't normal.
Initially, the instruments are so treacherous that not many people could really master them. You had all these squawks and squeaks and bulges galore. It was terrifying, and I was so depressed. But we built it up gradually, incrementally. Both Purcell, Schütz, Monteverdi, Cavalli, gradually moving forward chronologically to Handel and Bach, and trying to give that music its appropriate sonorities.
When we perform music from different times, it's important to know from where are coming these ideas, these new elements.
It was a very interesting combination researching the source material, almost with a forensic detective mind, to be able to analyze it and see what the composers were trying to achieve.
The old traditions, many times they are music from people that are suffering. And for this music has so incredible intensity of emotion and beauty.
This music was all they knew, and they put everything they had into it. All their religious sense, all their expression of the words, all their personalities.
Over many, many years, the excitement within the group was tremendous because they could feel themselves improving enormously, and also that from the audience response.
The public's awareness of this repertoire has changed dramatically, and when they actually hear it, they get terribly moved by it.
I remember the first time that we recorded with Montserrat Figueras, my wife, the Song of Seville, which is a medieval song from the 9th century. It was played by the classical radio in the States. And they told me they received thousands of calls from people saying, what is this? What is this incredible song?
The revolution, in a way, that's taken place over the last 40 years, in the way that we approach music of the past, thanks to all the efforts of pioneering groups, should be recognized as being mainstream now.
We started at the right time. There was a need for it. As it turned out, nobody knew it, but there was, and there was going to be an interest in this music.
That's the underlying and fascinating paradox, that going back to an earlier style of playing, if it can render the music actually more fresh and more contemporary, then it was worthwhile. And boy, it was worthwhile. It really was.